Well, hello, my beautiful Virgo. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-May right through to mid-June 2024. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross with this deck just to see who's coming in your way. Also, I'm doing this reading on a very gloomy day. The rain is pattering there on the windows outside. It's actually quite a nice kind of energy and feeling. There's a comfort about it. So after this reading, I might kick back, relax with a really nice book. But sometimes the rain has been super loud, and although I've got a special microphone there to limit the sound, you may hear a lot of hail or some very heavy rain there. So I just thought I'd describe what the sound is before we move on. Anyway, let's move forward. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Let's tap into that energy to see what is going on with your love life at this moment in time. Let's see what is going on here for you. What are my beautiful Virgos meant to see for the future regarding their love life? Can you please guide them? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide them and show them the way? We have the Hermit, so we're definitely showing up with your energy. That is a Virgo card there. We've got the High Priestess, another Virgo card, okay? And we've got the World card here as well. So this is really about you setting an intention to make space for love, because I feel a lot of you have been very goal-oriented over the last couple of years. You've been focusing on your prosperity, also on getting closure. I feel a lot of you have been going through a very deep healing process. And this doesn't mean it has to be healing regarding, previous love relationships. It can mean that you've been really taking a critical assessment of your life and doing some decluttering, really, spiritually maturing there. And some of you with the Hermit energy, I feel like you've withdrawn from the dating scene because it felt very much like out of touch. It just felt like oversaturated. It just felt like there's no one out there who's vibing at your wavelength. No one brings that spark, okay? So I feel like you've withdrawn in order to go on that personal journey of discovery, which we are all encouraged to do, of course. But the Hermit, as you can see, this figure in particular is reaching for the star. So I feel there's this energy of you coming out at the end of the tunnel, it's like that light at the end of the tunnel energy. I feel like some of you have been in a really major metamorphosis, a transition period where you've been really, doing all the stuff, sorting through the mud of life and, purging any negativity, decluttering your body, mind, and soul, and also purifying your energy to create space for someone new. Because I feel like, there just didn't seem to be anyone out there who really you can see your future with. And with that Hermit energy, of course, I get a sense here that you're not lonely per se. I mean, there may be moments when you go deeply into a thought process of how you would like to be in a high level commitment. But ultimately, I feel like you're being encouraged to enjoy your independence, and you have, been thriving in your solitary energy at this time, because the Hermit actually puts himself into the cave of life because things just get overwhelming. You may have felt really fed up with love or the dating scene for a while, and you're like, why should I spend all of my energy putting myself out there when there's no sort of return? But there is a yearning here as well, so I do want to address that. It's coming in here. It's really interesting because when I touch this card, I'm getting like a power ballad coming through. I think it's from like the 80s or something. Every time I touch it, I hear It's really interesting. I wish you could hear what I can hear because I'm clairaudient, clairsentient, and obviously I'm scrying at the same time as you read it. But every time I touch the card, I hear the power of love sent from above. Make your... Oh, it said make love your goal. That's what it said there. So it's almost like normally I hear it consistently. When I touch this card, I'm hearing it. Now, this is, of course, a very famous song by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. And it's really interesting, this power ballad. It's like this, like almost like see this hermit, like maybe doing an air grab or something. I don't know why, but that's what's coming through. So, I mean, some of you may actually hear that song over the next coming weeks or months. I think this song has actually showed up in a reading before, maybe a couple of years ago. I can't really place it, but it seems familiar in the energy that's come through in. So I feel, you know, this song may have come up, maybe not for your sign, as I said, but I feel this is a very important song. You're going to hear it over the next coming weeks that indicate, you know, you're about to make love your goal, because this is a goal-oriented card. This is the World card, which means completion, achieving whatever it is you set out to do. But of course, the Hermit energy right now, there's nobody really kind of interesting you, and I get the sense of you wanting to be more inspired in the love scene. So I feel some of you are going to be doing something for yourself. This could be like a spiritual retreat. It could be that you're going on a course of learning, because a hermit is like to be very independent and to really focus on oneself. This is your protagonist energy at the moment. So some of you are coming out of that period of feeling like you've been in dormant energy, almost like you've been on autopilot, because the two energies can just feel like you've been discovering yourself at this time, paying a lot of attention to your own needs, and, you know, reflecting on what it is you want in a relationship and in life in general, the journey, and what it is that you certainly do not want. Now, this card also indicates, of course, you're opening the door to your subconscious mind and maybe even reprogramming aspects of your thoughts, your brain. This could be you really asking questions on how you can really show up for yourself. Because when you actually value yourself and set really high boundaries and have that self-esteem, that's when you teach other people how you like to be respected and dealt with in relationships. So I feel some of you are, you know, learning from yesterday and sort of reprogramming today so that you set yourself up for a future where there is a solid foundation to create space for love. I also feel like you've been almost like in review, reviewing yourself and looking at what you're going to stop doing, or what you want to stop doing, or what you want to stop feeling, and rewriting your personal narrative, as it were, in order to stop any cycles of repeat that have been negative going on in your dating life. Whether that's that, you know, you basically are a very mature person. Some of you, when you were younger, you may have had to grow up early or had some sort of experiences where you had to adult a little bit earlier than most people. And it's almost like this maturity has set you apart from other people. And, you know, you're also highly intelligent, so that means that you need someone who is a meeting of minds as well as a meeting of hearts. So I really feel that for some of you, you may have felt like you're always on the outside looking in, and you really need a partner who, of course, gets you. We all need a partner who gets us, but it's more than that. I feel like you're looking for someone who perhaps loves to travel, who is spiritually evolved, someone who's mature enough to know what they want, but also has a healthy, you know, humorous side, someone who's playful, someone who's flirtatious and passionate, and all of the things that encompass this fiery, passionate love story that I feel like you've been yearning for. But with the Hermit energy, some of you, and it's not all of you, but I'm picking up an energy of some of you feeling a little bit jaded, like, does that love story exist? Is it out there? Am I wishing for something that is unreachable or unobtainable at this time? But the answer is no, absolutely not, because the World card tells me you will achieve your goal. So whatever it is you're manifesting at this time, remember this is a very strong manifestation month because of Jupiter's excess energy there. And we've got the High Priestess. Some of you may have had trust issues because you may have been betrayed in the past, and you're resolving those things within yourself. And some of you, if you've not had a high-level commitment before, some of you have almost resigned yourself to the fact that maybe love is not going to visit your door. But again, I feel like there is a shift. This cycle of being alone, developing your spiritual gifts, deepening your connection with your higher self, to know thyself on a deeper level, it's coming to an end to some degree. Now, we're we're always evolving. We're always the students of life. And you're still going to learn lessons and have experiences that will keep you moving forward and evolving. However, the World card tells me that this solitary energy is coming to an end. And I feel this is you completing a cycle, getting closure on past situations in order to open yourself up to a wonderful new chapter there. Now, some of you, I'm getting this energy of some of you thinking about taking a trip on your own or perhaps doing something on your own. Some of you are thinking about emigrating. The World card is to see where you feel like you belong in this world. And also some of you, things may have changed with you. I'm getting a major shift happening here where things that you wanted in a person like maybe 3-4 years ago are very different than what you want in a person now. So I feel like some of you have been cautious about putting yourself out there dating, or perhaps you feel there's certain factors that are like a big deal that you cannot do without right now, or that you must have in a person right now. Because I see some factors are changing and you're really cautious to see if those new people who may be coming in are actually ticking all the boxes. Let's put it that way. So I feel this shift or change of things that you wanted maybe a couple of years ago that now are not such a big deal, but there are other things now that are critical that you want in a person, and it is a big deal. So I see that shift there as well. Now, the High Priestess tends to be mute, okay? This is the inner wisdom, the mystery of the universe. So some of you are actually developing, of course, your spiritual gifts, but also some of you may be very interested in the occult or in, of course, tarot. Some of you may think about going like on a ghost hunt or on some sort of cultural, historical retreat somewhere where you get to know knowledge about bygone eras and, certain historical events. I just get this energy of wanting to absorb lots of information and knowledge and really kind of like tapping into the unknown. And for some of you, it could be that you're submerging yourself in like documentaries about the unknown or the mysteries of the universe. And why is that relevant? Because it's coming up. It's such a weird energy to get in a love reading. But I feel there's some sort of common ground with you and this new person who's coming in, because I feel there is like the appearance of somebody new on the edge of your energy right now. I will go into that Celtic cross just to see, because right now it's on the periphery. It's really on the edge of your energy. So it does feel like someone new is coming in, but I feel like they are really interested in the things that you're interested in. So, for example, I feel whatever it is that you're into that's really niche. So for some of you, it could be that you're really into, surfing. It could be that you're really into documentaries about certain decades, for example. Whatever it is that you're into that's really niche, you're going to find that this new person is exactly like you, and you're like, whoa, another person who's really interested in that, and it just sets your world ablaze, and both of you like submerge yourself in the things that you both love doing. So I've got that coming through there. So let's move forward and see who is coming your way or what's going on there, because the Celtic cross will give me a little bit more detail about the stages of what's going to happen next and what's already just happened. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them? That song that came up, it may play in the next coming weeks as a sign or symbol that you're about to meet new love. But make love your goal, I think it was. So this is almost like your focus. Okay, I really feel this is like some of you may have been really focused on closing out a chapter of your life. It doesn't have to be about love. It can be something that is really personal to you. And now you're making love your goal, as it were. And of course, it says, a power from above or something in those lyrics. So it's almost like destiny is intervening to bring you the love of your life. And it's by a band called Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Okay, so you got the world card twice there now. Look at your synchronicities. It could be that this person, when I think about Hollywood, they could be a performer, for example, or they could be well known in the Hollywood industry. It could be that their name is Frankie. It could be, there's so many different things it could be connected to as to why I was given that song. Or it could be some of you are taking a trip to Hollywood, or this person is from Hollywood and moved out, or, the drill. So I'll leave it like that and see what else is going on. But I feel more than anything that song is there as a signifier to indicate that there is new love coming in. We've got the Page of Cups there, so there is love. It's like the dream of love, making love your focus and being surprised by it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Now, the cards are getting really complex and complicated and heavy, so that does tend to mean that there is major shifts and changes happening when it comes to your love situation, as the Ten of Swords pops out. Now, the Ten of Swords, of course, heralds a new beginning. You know, things have got critical. So for some of you, you know, it's been on your mind a lot more than usual. And when things are on our mind a lot more than usual, it means the universe is sending a very uncomfortable energy towards us so that we activate change. Because if we stay in that vibration of uncomfortableness, then, you know, it becomes overwhelming. That's your sign or your signal from the universe to say, okay, you're not feeling good about your circumstances, so what are you going to do about it? And then when you take one step towards whatever it is you're wanting to accomplish, the universe takes 10 steps towards you. So let me just see what is happening here for you. Now, some of you, you may meet a new person traveling, or this person may be traveling when you meet them. So I feel that's a really big factor there. I mean, it could be that you meet them and they're about to go on a work trip, or perhaps they've got a vacation booked and they talk about it. So there's definitely vacation or moving or traveling vibes going on with this new person coming in. Let's go on the other side of the Justice card. What's going on there? King of Cups. Okay, so I just wanted to see, because the Justice card basically means balance, harmony, and finding a solution to our problem. You know, if you think about life, everything that we see that we don't have, we see that we need to find a solution to it so that we can have it. It's not that it's a problem, it's just a conundrum or finding a solution to get what we want. And I just needed to see on the other side what the solution is. And you got the King of Cups, the highest love that love has to offer. So I definitely see that, you know, on the periphery, as I said, someone is coming in here. And I feel that with the Four Wands there, you'll settle down with this person. But also I get this energy that there is someone here who wants to reunite with you, okay? Now, this is someone who is very immature in their energy. It almost feels like unfinished business here. This is a singles love reading, so you may be single right now, but you, of course, may have had a past. And I feel that this person, there's an energy here of this person wanting to apologize, okay? Now, the Two of Pentacles tends to tell me that there could be two energies that you may have to choose from. Ultimately, I feel like you're choosing someone new. I feel like you're choosing the love that love has to offer, which is the highest love here. But I feel there's an experience here that disappointed you. So let's get to it. I feel whatever this experience was, it spun you off to focus on your own needs, because 8 is the number of the self. And this is, you know, you doing a bit of mending there, basically learning to fix your wings to fly. So some of you may have felt that you've been spun off into this deep period where you're letting go and you're really having to focus on your own needs and, you know, spiritually evolving. I feel like this is deepening your knowledge of yourself. But also the 8 of Pentacles indicates some fixing going on there. So I feel some of you may have had an experience in the past. Doesn't have to be love related, but I feel like some of you have been really just looking at where you are needing to get closure on certain situations in your life and processing things that have been difficult, almost resolving them, you know, not forgetting them, of course, because experiences from our past, they shape who we are, they make us who we are, and they influence our decisions going forward. But I feel like you're letting go of things in order to not get in the way of your future happiness. But 8, of course, I said, is the number of the self. So I feel like, you know, there's an energy here of knowledge. Some of you may have even booked a class of learning, because 8 of Pentacles, it tends to mean that you are someone who is enjoying your single life to a certain degree. You're independent, self-sufficient, you're focusing on your finances at this time. You're just creating a stable environment for you to live, trying to build a life of luxury, or, you know, really connect to the good life there. And you've just been doing you. And I feel that 8 of Pentacles, some of you may actually have decided to, you know, learn a language, because I'm getting this energy of the world. So some of you, it could be that you're learning a language at this time, or maybe cultural studies or something that involves opening up your mind, but also opening up a new world to yourself. So this may be the mindset that you're in because this is your protagonist energy, the starting position. What's crossing you? We have the World card. And this is your outcome. So getting closure on past situations, but also ending a cycle of repeat. Now, if this cycle of repeat has been that you've been single your whole life, that is coming to an end. If you have met people in the past who have been very immature or not emotionally available, then you're ending that cycle of repeat. You're opening yourself up to the great love story that perhaps you felt was missing or non-existent sometimes, but that is all going to change for you. The World card also indicates that some of you may have actually put love on hold because of the circumstances that we've had for the last couple of years. Things have been pretty crazy for humanity. And I feel some of you have just gone, you know what, I just need to focus on my stability. I just need to focus on the tasks at hand, my responsibilities, my family. You know, I feel some of you have detached because you've had more important things to think about. And of course, love is important, but I feel right now there's this level of, okay, let's get back in the dating world, or let's get back into life and see who else is out there. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to rush out there and meet new people, because the universe is going to put you in a path to meet someone new, because the World card tends to mean you're going to be in the right place at the right time to meet the right person. So I do see change happening here for you, but it's almost like whatever love you experienced in the past, if you have had previous love relationships, you know, I feel they've been nothing in comparison to the big love story that's about to come here. And again, with the World card, some of you are changing. You're having some sort of lifestyle change. This could be that you're going traveling, or it could be that you're emigrating, or you're relocating. It feels very much right now that you are in a cycle of making big lifestyle changes for yourself. And this is going to change everything for you when it comes to meeting a new person, okay? So, I mean, for some of you, it could be you're changing your job, or you're changing a lifestyle in some way. Some of you could be like changing a neighborhood, or it just feels like big things are happening for you. Cycles are coming to an end. And I feel there's this sense of one of the lessons you were meant to learn whilst you were single was to feel fulfilled all by yourself, to find that happiness within, and it will filter outwards. Because remember, we are whole all by ourselves. We're not there searching for our other half, because that implies in some way that part of you is missing. And that can indicate sometimes that you're going to spend your whole life searching for something that actually was already within you. So I feel like you've been learning to love yourself fully, and recognize that you're not looking for your other half. You're looking for a partnership where someone brings something to the table of love and life just like you do. Reciprocity, okay? Two whole beings coming together in a beautiful love relationship. And I definitely see it happening for you here. Now, what is below you? Four of Swords. Right now, some of you are healing. And this is the sort of earthly plane. What is below you tends to be what is going on right now in the earthly plane. So the Four of Swords indicates solitary energy, really in a period of resting, as it were, from the dating scene, but also allowing yourself to be very thoughtful, ruminate on your life, and be guided by forces that are outside ourselves. Let's put it that way, because I feel the universe is actually guiding you, and your spirit guides are guiding you towards this new person. Also, some of you may have been unwell recently. You may have either had a surgery, a procedure, or you may have had something that you're actually healing from, and you're just taking it easy. And, when the moment is right, then you will get back out there and be able to be put on a path to find someone new. And some of you, if you've been homebound, for example, with that hermit energy, I feel some of you may have thought about the dating scene online. And even though it may not be something that you were interested in at first, I feel you're going to strike up something really important with someone who is overseas. I feel they're at a distance from you if you're thinking about online. Of course, that is a bit of an obvious thing to say, but sometimes you can meet someone who's in your state or your district, but I get a sense here that you may meet someone who's actually from abroad, who does a lot of traveling, but I feel like it could also work So that's coming through there as well. If some of you beautiful Virgos have already met someone new, and you're talking to them and you're wondering how it's going to go, I definitely see that it's going to go to a high level commitment. I feel long term that you and this person, you'll commit to each other, and I see you moving in together, having a partnership where you live together there. So I definitely see that you're heading in the right direction with that person. But if you're currently, not talking to anyone, which this card kind of means that, right now there's no one really sparking your attention. And even though the moon is there, that tends to represent that you've become really comfortable with uncertainty. You may feel that, okay, no one's coming, so right now the future looks like I'm going to be alone. But that's not true at all. I definitely see that there is a change in your love situation. And that Four of Swords can also indicate some of you have been called to either take a spiritual retreat or join some sort of group that enhances your connection with your higher self. So it could be meditation, it could be Reiki, it could be yoga, it could be Pilates, it could be that you're taking a treat to like Bali or something. Whatever it is, I feel this calling. So some of you, I feel, listen to the call, whatever it is, because that's when you're going to reach your goal. The universe is kind of, helping you be on that path. Now, as I said, pretty much you don't really have to do much is what I see here, because no matter what you choose, the universe is actually going to orchestrate a meeting between you and this person. But what I'm feeling right now is different energies of different Virgos out there going, oh, I'd really like to go on a spiritual retreat, or I'd really love to go on a yoga weekend, or I'd really love to join like a meditative group, or what's going on in my area. I feel it's like you want to try something you've never tried before, because the Hermit and the High Priestess is to explore things outside yourself and also things within yourself. So I feel some of you are in that state right now where you're just in a discovery time where you're actually going to do something for you, because 8, as I said, is the number of the self, and then the universe is actually going to meet you halfway. So we do have that Page of Cups. Now this is a card that's in the past position. So some of you, you have been in love before and it surprised you. And I feel like some of you, with that Page of Cups, this person may have been a little bit younger than you, or they may not have been as mature as you, and it may have, I'm going to have to pull a card on it because it can indicate that there's some nostalgia here. I feel this is a person who actually, this person, they've got a word to say to you, which is sorry. I just get this energy. This person wants to say sorry. So whatever happened there for you, there's a person from your past who's thinking about reuniting with you, or trying to like search your social media, or maybe even reach out. I feel like they really want to reach out and give you an apology, but also I feel they want to reunite. They feel there's unfinished business here. So let me just pull a card on that, because it is a past situation. And I feel you may have thought about this person many, many times. But looking at your energy, you're not about to accept a page back into your life when you've got a King of Cups on the way. So I feel right now that this person, unless they've spiritually matured, because I have to tap into their energy, because right now I'm tapped into yours, just to see who is this person. Can you please show me, for my beautiful Virgo, who is this person? The Strength card and the Seven of Wands. This person, I feel like they were very guarded when they met you, and they thought that it was really cool if they pretended or acted like, they didn't have deep feelings. It's almost like they are someone who prides themselves on being really strong and that they don't need anybody, when actually it was just a cover because they were scared of their deep emotions. They were almost like in denial or avoiding their feelings, and they actually had a lot of attention. And you may have felt that this person, you may have felt that they flirted with other people or did all these things, but actually this person was only interested in you, my beautiful Virgo, is what I'm getting here. This person could have strong water in their chart, so they could be Cancerian, Pisces, Scorpio, also Leo. There's a little bit of Sagittarius energy coming out there, as well as some Aries. Doesn't mean it's sun, moon, or rising signs, but I feel like they've got some energy there. The Moon card. Yeah, this person, it's almost like when they were with you, they knew that they wanted you, but also they were very scared. This person allowed doubt to get in the way. I feel this person was actually a hurt person when they met you. I feel this person had been cheated on, actually, before they met you, and they thought that you were going to do something like what happened to them in the past. So they were very cautious, and they kept their distance even though they wanted to reach out. It's almost like I'm seeing a person who wanted to text or write or message or call many times, and they started doing it, but then they stopped because they thought actually their life was really messy at the time, and they didn't want you to get involved in that, or they didn't want to bring you into that, so they kept their distance, is what I'm seeing there. And, you know, it's almost like they had an inner battle. They wanted to settle down, but also they had some level of trauma that made them feel like they had to be super independent, and, you know, they took care of themselves and they didn't need anybody, when actually it's almost like their inner child had not been healed, and they really actually wanted to be loved. And you offered them a love that was unconditional, and they thought it was almost like a trick because they didn't believe that unconditional love really existed because of their experiences. Now that's a really deep energy that's coming out, but this person, I want to see their intentions before I move forward. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please see what is going on here? Eight of Pentacles. This person has been working on themselves. We have the Four of Pentacles. They can't let you go, but they also find it really hard to open up. They've been working on themselves to try and open up. They're thinking about long-term security. The Magician card, Three of Swords. I feel like this person is working through pain, but also I feel they caused you pain. King of Wands, and yeah, they sabotaged themselves. Okay, and they sabotaged the connection. They wanted to be, so very strong Aries in this person's chart for sure, but they wanted to be the person that they thought they could be for you, but their fears got in the way. As there's almost this energy of trying to win at all costs as well. It's almost like I'm getting too cool for school. Anyway, I'm going to move away from this energy. Right now, they're still unhealed, and right now I feel this person, they feel that you are a sanctuary in their storm, and I feel right now with the Five of Swords, there's still elements where they tend to self-sabotage. I'll just go one more and then I'll leave it, actually, because I just want to clarify. Can you please show that one more energy? Tower and the Six of Wands. They will have a breakthrough, okay? I feel like this person, they want to see you. There's also this energy of they feel really good when they're with you, but they're not ready to offer you a love that you truly deserve and desire at this time. But they may kind of like say, I miss you, let's take that leap of faith, let's just go for it. But I feel it's not sustainable in their energy, and I feel like you're looking for something long-term. Okay, so that's coming out there. But what I see here for your overarching energy, all you beautiful Virgos who do not want to connect to a past person, I see the dream of love becoming your reality. That's what I see there. We've got the Two of Pentacles. This tends to mean that you're very busy. You're trying to find balance in your world. And I feel, you know, there's an energy here of some of you may have connected to people in the past who were very indecisive, but that cycle of repeat is actually ending. And I feel with the Two of Pentacles, this means that, you know, things are going to develop in very unexpected ways for you. So, I mean, there is an energy here of someone from your past reaching out, or I feel it's just as you're about to move on, actually. I feel this person may reach out, but I feel like you're looking forward only, not backwards. And the Two of Pentacles does indicate that you'll have choices to make, but I also feel with the Two of Pentacles that when you meet this new person, because we're going to focus on the new person from now on, not the past at all. When you meet this new person, I feel like there's something here where you're a little bit cautious, a little bit undecided at first. It's almost like you're not holding back, but I feel like you are trying to make sure that you don't put them on a pedestal, as it were, which is really healthy, because when we meet someone new, we tend to put them on a bit of a pedestal. We think they're the best thing since sliced bread. And it's that honeymoon period where we just think, oh my gosh, this person is fantastic. I'm so glad I met them. And sometimes, you know, when we put them on a bit of a pedestal, we inadvertently put ourselves a little bit below that person. We start to overgive. We start to, you know, really kind of tip the balance. So I feel you're really trying hard when you meet this person for it to be give and take, reciprocity. And I feel it is, okay? I definitely see that this person, this new person comes to you with love. This person wants to take the journey of life and love. They want to get to know you on a deeper level. And it's almost like, for some of you beautiful Virgos, when you meet this new person, it's almost like that butterfly energy, you know, when you get a little bit anxious here, a little bit nervous. What I see here is you may be cautious because of previous experiences that you've had, but also it just feels easier is what I'm actually feeling. It's almost like, you know, it's excitement. So yeah, I feel there's nothing to really be cautious about with this new person coming in, but we've got that Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords can be, you know, an ending that brings a hopeful beginning. I mean, some of you may have been wondering or overthinking love and feeling perhaps it's not coming for you. So that's why I get this energy of you've almost resigned yourself to the fact that perhaps love is not coming, but your outcome energy indicates there is a contract between you and someone new who's coming in. And, well, I see that you'll marry this person, but it'll be in like methodical steps. I feel, you know, it's going to be a very organic relationship. It's going to be that wonderful, passionate, intense relationship where, you know, you both know and you take it to the next stage. I feel, you know, you would meet this person. I'll have to clarify, but I feel, you know, you'd be moved in with this person by the end of this year is what I feel with this energy. And that's not too fast. I feel this is something that is going to be a life-changing love for you. Now, let me just pull a card on this Ten of Swords, because tens are endings. So it's like a period of difficulty, of overthinking, of like feeling stressed or pressure regarding a love situation. It's over. And it also indicates that you're responding differently now to love or to life in general. So I feel you've changed in some way in the last couple of years and you're doing life differently. It's not just love differently. I feel like you're doing life differently in some way. And you're, it's almost like you're not waiting for love. You know, you're getting busy doing your own thing. The Two of Wands indicates that there is change afoot. It's not the end of your love story. Eight of Pentacles. I mean, now, this little part may resonate with some of you, may not, but I have to mention it because it's coming out. Some of you may have felt that things have been unresolved with a past person and you were hoping or waiting or yearning to see if they would ever reach out. And when they didn't, or when things, you know, didn't go the way you'd hoped for, there was just this feeling of something was left unresolved. And sometimes the hardest thing that we have to do is give ourselves closure. Sometimes we'll never get the answers. And I feel some of you have been going through that. It's not that you want to meet with a past person. Absolutely not. I see you've turned your back to the past, actually. But I feel a disappointment has made you stronger, but it made you work on yourself and almost like be closed off to love for a while, especially with that Four of Cups. The universe is about to send you someone new. Okay, so I feel keep your eyes peeled. You'll know when you know, absolutely. When you meet this person who's new coming into your life, you'll know. But I feel this Four of Cups indicates you've been disappointed in love. So it's almost like you've stopped waiting, you stopped thinking about it, you've completely removed yourself to focus on your own projects, your own life. And that's when the universe is sending you the next stages of your love journey. Because, you know, your final card, it's almost like showing me a journey. Your final card there was that Four of Cups, which brings me to the Four of Cups right here, which is your advice to yourself in this moment. Protect yourself against difficulty. And umbrellas, they tend to represent protection. And it's like the universe is protecting you. This time, the love is real. It is for the long term. And I feel with that Four of Cups there, you're going to be really surprised that new love comes in after a period of feeling that it's just you alone for the rest of your time. And that's not true at all, okay? Now, that Four of Cups, it also indicates that, you know, you've been in a period of introspection, but now I feel it's more about focusing on what it is that you want. I feel, yes, there's been disappointment and sadness, and I feel like you've been allowing yourself to just be in the flow of life, but I feel the universe is now responding to your desires in a different way, and I feel, have faith, because love is showing up for you. I mean, this card, it indicates rain. And maybe that's why my guides kind of nudged me about the rain, because I got a whisper. I do a little 10-minute meditation for all readings before I start them. And I got a little whisper about the rain from my guides. And basically, I'm I'm not going to disclose what was said, but because it wasn't for your reading, but it made me acutely aware of the rain. So then the rain started to get louder and louder, and I felt I needed to mention it in your reading. And this is the energy right now. It doesn't mean that you are crying or that you're sad in any way, but it can indicate that right now, when it comes to your love life, you feel like you've been in a period of autumn, or you've been in a period of rain or purifying, and here comes the sun. So I feel the external circumstances indicate that there is going to be a change in the weather almost of your love life. And I feel this is a time where you're going to be curious about someone who's got your eye on you. I'm going to try and pull a card and see where you may meet this person, but the main energy I'm getting right now is you discovering things that you are curious about, mysteries of the universe, the unknown, or doing something you've never done before, maybe traveling to a certain place or going to a festival or an event, something that you've never done. I just get this energy of you meeting someone there like that. I mean, it could be that you are on a course of learning and you meet someone there, but I really feel that you do something different for you, and it sets you up to meet this new person. And I feel this is about allowing yourself to be seen, because the Hermit is to be insular or to withdraw in order to regroup, recharge, and reassess your life. And the Sun is to allow yourself to come out and be seen in all your glory. You've been learning to shine your beautiful light again after a period of perhaps difficulty or sadness where someone tried to fit you into a little box of expectations or tried to dull your shine. Now you're empowering yourself, and I feel this is a great time. I mean, the Sun card actually means that you've been going through an awakening. You've been finding that joy within yourself and your independence, and I feel you're going to be very successful in your endeavors in finding love, because it tends to mean that you'll fall in love with life and love again when you apply it to a love reading. Now, the hope and a fear, we have the Four of Wands there. Now, the Four of Wands is a card of letting your hair down, going out and have fun. So I feel some of you, not all of you, but some of you may hope that you meet someone who really gels with your friendship circle. But also I'm getting an energy here of you wanting to go out and just enjoy yourself. And if you meet someone, you meet someone. And I definitely see that you're going to be able to do that. You may be hoping that you settle down with this person, because the Four of Wands is a card of engagement, or, reaching a climax or a milestone in your love life with this person. The important dates, I feel like you will celebrate with this new person that comes in. But I do see you moving in with this person. They show me a set of keys, which tends to mean it's secure, and also that you will purchase property together or rent together. But I also see you will eventually purchase property together. I feel like you're on that trajectory. And the fear here is, of course, arguments, someone who brings drama to your door, someone who you invest in that just leaves, separation. Some of you may have been married in the past and divorced, and it may be just like you've got this energy of worrying that perhaps love just leaves, but that's not it at all. This person is in it for the long haul, is what I see. They've got a ship in their hand with this card, which means they're here for the journey. They don't allow just anyone to get close to them. I feel this person, they are very discerning about who they allow into their social circle, who they allow into their heart. So I feel this person, they're very reserved when it comes to love, but when love comes to their door, I feel this person, they really are a very deep, passionate, intense lover, someone who is honest. What you see is what you get with this person. There's a lot of faithfulness coming from this person's energy, and I feel they have a lot of empathy. You and this person, you just hit it off straight away, and there are a lot of commonalities and synchronicities. So you may actually find that, either they live at the same number door as you do, or the last digits of their cell phone are the same as yours, or there's some sort of like synchronicity that is like, wow, this is too crazy to be a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. It's the universe showing you that this person who's coming in is for you. So I definitely see that you may actually be invited to something as well. Let me just pull a card on that, because I'm just getting an RSVP in the water. So, I mean, either that's you're going to be sending out RSVPs to your wedding with this person, or to your engagement or housewarming, milestone moments. But I could also be getting an energy that you're going to be invited to somewhere, like a wedding, birthday, house party, barbecue, festival, whatever it is, maybe even a trip with your friends, and you'll meet that person there. So let me just pull a card on that. I'm getting strong invitation vibes. Three of Swords, King of Swords. Okay, I'm definitely getting the reunion energy coming through as well. King of Pentacles. Okay, well, it's so clear here that there is going to be a choice. I want to go one more. Okay, I mean, all of the cards, I can't ignore the energy. All of the cards are giving the same vibes because the Four of Wands also means to reunite with a person. Okay, it's reunion energy. And we've got the Three of Swords there. So either this person from your past is going to reach out. They're not going to let you go without a fight is what I see. But also this person, they're a very deep thinker and they're a very hurt person. And they want to talk to you and let you know that they are sorry for what they did. I feel this person wants to take action, but we've got the King of Pentacles there as well, which is more of a secure option. You know, we've got someone who thinks a lot, but acts occasionally. Someone who is a bit detached from their feelings. Someone who basically is wanting to be clear about their intentions, but at the same time they still haven't healed. And then we've got this King of Pentacles energy, and again, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It represents two people. This King of Pentacles is someone who's more secure, who's serious about love, who is ready to settle down. And that Five of Cups says you're going to have to let someone go in order to embrace a new opportunity. So it's like someone you are either regretting connecting to from your past, or someone that you've been lamenting or grieving. It's like the universe is giving you the thumbs up to say it's time to turn around now, turn your back to that, which I feel like you are, but the card is coming up for a reason. So this could indicate that your ex is going to try and reach out or try and get word to you that they're thinking about you. And this Two Cups here indicates new love is on the horizon. It is here. You may not be able to see it is arriving, but it's arriving. Because sometimes, and this is a little bit controversial, don't shoot the messenger when I say this, sometimes, and I'm only saying this because I have witnessed it and experienced it myself also, and it may resonate with you, it may not. Sometimes when we are single for a while, right, and an ex reaches out, sometimes our initial thought is like, excuse me, no, you don't get access to my life. And then the mind starts to wander back to past times when maybe you did have a great time. Maybe they mean that they have stepped up. Maybe they really mean that they want a high level commitment. It feels familiar. You know this person. It's easy to get sucked back into a cycle of repeat, because there's nothing else going on. There's no one else capturing your attention. And sometimes, you know, we can be drawn back into that. And I feel you're being given perhaps a potential test from the universe. Are you ready to let go of the past in order to embrace this new future? Because there's definitely someone new coming in here for you, and they are emotionally available. They are comfortable with their feelings, even when they feel it's not safe to open up their heart, which I feel like you're going to give them like a very positive energy where it's safe to express themselves and be their wonderful, authentic self. But this person, they're going to love you no matter what, through thick and thin, this new person. Whereas the past person was not able to access that level and depth of love and emotion that you deserve and require in a relationship. So I feel some of you have got a big decision to make here. Also, I'm being given an energy here of you have to choose between some events. So I'm being given an energy that you may be invited to two things that kind of clash, and you're going to have to choose. There was one that I feel like you were thinking about going to, and the other one I feel like you're more invested in going. There may be a moment where you're like, maybe I should go to the other one. Trust your gut instinct. If you're more invested in one, it means that's the one you got to go do. So I'm just picking up on that, okay? Now your outcome energy, we have the Justice card. So that is the law of karma, delivering balance, harmony, and a solution to your life. This is you making some adjustments though. These are two cards of adjustment. Some of you have been super busy, have responsibilities on your shoulders. You've not been making enough time for you, even though you've been going through a period of spiritual awareness and growth. I feel some of you, there may have been invitations that have come in for you, but you ignored them. You may not have been feeling it. You've been in hermit mode, and that's okay. But I feel the time now is to shift, change, and accept that variety is the spice of life. That's what brings the balance to life. So I feel some of you are making some major changes. And of course, our love life is cause and effect. Our careers are cause and effect. We have to take an action. And every time we take an action, then there is a reaction. It's like the butterfly effect or a ripple in the water. If you have that one moment, that one step that you take, it ripples out towards your future and it puts you in the path to meet this new person. So I feel like you will be talking to someone new very, very soon if you're not already. And this is going to lead to a high-level commitment. This is your outcome energy. So this is the King of Cups. This person's strong Scorpio in their chart. Again, I feel strong Aries going on as well. But the King of Cups energy is someone who has a lot of empathy, someone who is gentle in their loving, but also passionate, someone who has a lot of wisdom, a lot of experience in life, someone who's really gone through a healing process, someone who is open emotionally and ready to take that journey of life and love. Because I feel this person has also been hurt in the past, but they've done spiritual healing and they've resolved a lot of things within themselves. This person is ready to love you. Okay, so I'm just going to pull, that's it. I'm going to pull one more card before I close your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? Anything more they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? Three of Swords. This keeps popping out. Three of Swords. It's difficult. King of Wands. There's just, every time I pull a card, it's a king coming out. It's a king coming out. All the different kings that have come out, not the King of Water or the King of Cups. So I feel, it's almost like you're healing all the experiences you had. Can you please clarify? Okay, I understand. I mean, these are big cards. They're like, do you get the message now? Yeah, I get the message now. So someone who hurt you, the Death card, like it's over, you're turning your back to that past, and the Six of Swords says you're coming out of turbulent emotions and you're being guided to a new person. Listen to your heart, listen to your gut instinct, but also note that you're being guided away from anyone who would hurt you, anyone who is, lusting after you, because I feel like this person from the past, they do love you, they lust after you as well, but they're just not able to sustain the level of love that is required for a long-term relationship, and it'll just end up in a cycle of repeat. So the Death card is like something needs to change, and I feel like you're being that change. Now that may not resonate with everyone, of course, but that is the energy and the cards that are coming out, so I've got no control over that. I can only give you what I'm being given there. Let's move forward and see what else is happening here for you. So we have confusion and commitment. So there is two major decisions. I mean, it really feels like both these cards have tapped into the energies of two different people. One who causes confusion and the other one who causes, trajectory to commit. So I feel, you will have a choice. Of course, it's really hard. Many, many years ago, I was connected to someone who I thought was my absolute soulmate. They were very toxic, but I was lost in that. I didn't really understand what it meant. I knew that love was passionate, but I also knew that love hurt with this person. And I thought, surely love should not hurt with this person all the time. Now, of course, love relationships, they are complex and it requires compromise and it requires deep, open, raw conversations. And it's important to recognize that if something hurts all the time or ends up in a cycle of repeat where you feel like you don't know where you stand or there's indecision and a person is not choosing you, then they're never going to choose you until they start choosing themselves, because that person is running away from stuff within themselves that is not resolved. Because a person who has healed themselves and knows themselves, they would never mess another person around. When they feel that they can have their cake and eat it, or they feel really unhealed, they're very ungrounded, they will move from moment to moment. Doesn't mean they don't want you, it just means they want you, and then suddenly they feel scared and they're going too deep with you. So they feel it's best to protect themselves, and then they push you away. And that will just lead to you feeling really confused, and it'll be a cycle repeat for a very long time. But I feel also there's someone new coming in here offering commitment. And I feel that is the trajectory that you're on. As I said, I feel like you'll marry this new person who's coming in. But look out for invitations. I feel this is important. Going out with friends. There's something that you really want to do for you, and this is the path to meeting the one. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me too. Now we also have a snake here. Okay, the snake is basically an energy of trust issues, maybe even someone that you feel has betrayed you. And I mean, it could also be jealousy at the bottom of this person's energy, and that basically prevented them from really connecting in love. But I feel like you are literally having a rebirth. You're shedding old skin. You're in a cycle of regeneration right now. We've also got the busy bee. So that indicates some of you, that energy came up, been very, very busy. I mean, this could also be a symbol or a sign that you'll see just before you meet someone new. I mean, you could even be on a date with someone new, and suddenly a little bee comes and lands on a table. If you're having like a coffee with this person on a date, it just is a sign to look out for. And finally, we have the feather, which indicates that you're being guided to this person, but you're also being protected from past situations and heartbreak. So I feel that you're on the trajectory to meet someone new, and it is a loving, kind relationship. There's also a lot of depth and passion there as well. So it's almost like your love story has only just begun. Everything else was a prelude, is what I see, to experiences so that you evolve and know what you want, erect healthier boundaries, and now the ground has been set for someone who is your soulmate to enter stage left, to become center stage. I don't know why I'm being given almost like theater vibes, or maybe Shakespearean kind of energy. Maybe it's because this figure kind of looks a little bit like what we're told Shakespeare looks like. So maybe that's it. I'm not sure. Maybe there's some sort of relevance there. Maybe this person is a performer or reading Shakespeare, or maybe you are. So please take it as it resonates. Could be that you meet this new person and they are an architect, and they say, oh, I've just started reading Shakespeare. There may be some sort of correlation there. So anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Virgo, and love and light.